Hey yo, Hitman Boxing back with the live stream. Let's let some people get in here real quick before we start going in on the welterweight division, man. You know, the welterweight division is just so upsetting. So upsetting. Let's see. See what we got. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till we get a few people in here, man. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Hit that thumbs up button as soon as you get in this room. We'll make it happen. Six watching. Who's up in here? We're gonna talk about the welterweight division right now. Gotta talk about these dudes ducking. Because you know they all ducking at 147. That damn near everybody's ducking except one. And he's on the other side of the fence. He can't fight PBC fighters. He can't fight them. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Terrence Crawford. You already know. But before we get into Terrence Crawford, let's talk about Keith Thurman. What happened to Keith Thurman, man? Why is Keith Thurman acting like this, man? I used to like Keith Thurman, believe it or not. I used to enjoy Keith Thurman as a fighter. He used to knock people out. Now he going life and death with people from I don't even know where Leonard Bundu's from. He going life and death with a dude named Leonard Bundu. Collazo almost dropped him. I mean, what's going on with Keefe Poo, man? What's going on? Holler at me if you in the chat, man. We're gonna talk about the welterweight division, like I said. You already know, bro. Logistics, what's good? Dark Heart, what's popping? Keefe Poo is scaredy poo. He don't want to poop his pants. Because that's what's gonna happen at the press conferences, right before the night of the fight. Errol Spence on Sway this morning, dissing Keith. Oh, I didn't see that, bro. I gotta check that out. What did he say about Spence? I mean, yeah, what did he say about Keith? What was he saying about Keefy Poo? Y'all know, and just for the record, in case you missed it, Keith Thurman said that Errol Spence is not on his radar. He's not thinking about Errol Spence at all. You know, he doesn't see him fighting Errol Spence until 2019. 2019 is a long way away. You're not planning on fighting more than once a year, Keefe? You're not gonna fight more than one time a year? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that interview out, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. We're talking about the welterweight division. I gotta. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Let's see who's in here. Yeah, I mess with y'all. Can you guys hear me good? I think I'm good. All right. So Keith Thurman don't want no smoke, and it's crazy to me because I know I say it over and over again, but it's the truth, man. Keith Thurman used to be hungry. You know, he used to want these big fights. Because truth be told, his resume is not the best. Keith Thurman, before he fought Sean Porter, he was beating over the hill fighters, man. Um, what was his last like true knockout? His last true knockout. Who was his last true knockout? It's been a minute, and I'm not talking about a TKO. That was his last real knockout, I believe. It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting, man. Errol Spence got these dudes scared. Anytime you see Keith in an interview with this man, he looking all choked up, like he about to cry. You don't want that smoke, man. You don't want that work. Who else hiding? Who else we got? We got Danny Garcia, right? Danny Garcia don't even want to box. He want to be an echo model. You know, he want to take modeling photos and put them on his Instagram, but he don't want to box. Spence was like, "You told me I need to fight someone. I did. Now I got a belt, and you stalling. I want to fight now. Now when I'm 30." That's straight facts. Keith Thurman told him to go fight. What's up, Mosquito? Yo, Keith Thurman told Errol Spence to go fight somebody. And who did he fight? The top dog in the welterweight division. Keith Thurman wasn't calling out Brooks' name. And we had Kell Brook holding the IBF championship hostage overseas, right? Kell Brook A lot of people felt that Kell Brook was the #1 welterweight. His resume wasn't the best, but he had the skills, right? He had the skill set. We saw what he did to Sean Porter. Tough fight. Super tough opponent. We dang, we wanted Kell Brook to stop fighting bums. And JoJo Dans, it looked like he was running from Spence. Man, this chat's delayed a little bit. Yeah, I said Diego Chavez about 10 minutes ago. Nah, but yeah. So Keith told him to go fight somebody. He fights and stops Kell Brook, and he got a belt. Oh, I'm definitely gonna give another video. I'm just getting warmed up right now, man. I had to get on here and just welterweights, man. But I'm gonna drop some heat tonight. It is the 30th, if y'all catch my drift. But yeah, Danny Garcia. Let's get back to Danny Garcia, a guy who actually has a better resume than Keith Thurman, to be honest. However, after losing to Keith Thurman, he was offered a fight with Errol Spence for a championship. Now, who wouldn't want to fight for a championship? Why wouldn't you want to collect another belt at 147? You was already the WBC champion. You lost that to Keith. You felt like you won. It was a close fight, boring fight. So why not fight Errol Spence? I mean, you got power, right? You can bang with Spence. You can beat Spence, right, Danny? Right, Danny? I think your father could. Oh, you know what? Your father killed it for you because he said, "Why fight somebody like what did he say? I don't remember what his exact verbiage was, but I'm gonna paraphrase. Why fight somebody like an Errol Spence when you could fight an Arthur Spilka? I'm tripping. I'm bad. My bad. My bad. Not Arthur Spilka. Who was that little dude he knocked out? Dude, I forgot his name, man. Danny took the whole year off. You are right. Did he fight in 2017? He lost to Keith in what was that, the summer, right, or March? I'm just trying to figure out why people get so upset when I bring up the fact that everybody's ducking Errol Spence. It's the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you're just coming into this live chat, make sure you hit the like button. Let's make this. Yeah, Rod Salka. Thank you, sir. Rod Salka. Why fight a Errol Spence when you can fight a Rod Salka and make $2 million? Matter of fact, you probably gonna make $3 million, and Rod Salka gonna get 10,000. Man, he gonna get 10K to get knocked out. They brought him up from 135 too, didn't they? Rod Salka came up from 135. My God, this dude fought in March. Still don't got a fight on the books. Don't want to fight Sean Porter either. But we could turn to Sean Porter next. We could talk about him next, man. Porter don't want no smoke either. He's talking about he's waiting out for Keith Thurman. But again, you would have had an opportunity to fight a guy who had the belt that you had before you lost to Kell Brook. But no, what did Kenny say? Kenny was like, "Yeah, we don't want to fight for the IBF no more. We're not gonna fight for the IBF no more because after we lost to Kell Brook, they dropped us in the rankings." Well, okay, all right, okay, Kenny. You see, you need to drop your father, man. Kenny, you know what? I'm not I'm not like hating on these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just Kenny Porter's a good dude. At heart, these dudes, they some good dudes, right? But at the same time, we talking about boxing. These dudes is ducking, man. I don't expect them to fight top 10 opponents every fight, but you need to give me a reason why you don't want to get in the ring. You got to give me a reason, bro. A reason as to why. You got to map it out for me, Keefy. Because Keith said that Spence need to go win a title. He won a title. So what's really good? Let me read some of these comments. The whole division is running scared. Yeah, Danny, they admit to ducking, man. It's disgusting. Hit that like button. I don't even, you hit you gonna hit the thumbs down. It's all good though. It's all good. Porter is the mandatory. So what is Danny waiting on? The crazy thing is, Sean Porter said that he was gonna wait out for Keith Thurman. But if Danny Garcia wanted to fight, he would take the fight. Well, I know somebody else who wanted that fight. Errol Spence. Oh no, we don't want to fight Spence. We don't need to. At some point, we'll cross paths with Spence. But right now, the top dog in the welterweight division is Keith Thurman. Right, Keith Thurman, the guy who fights one time a year, the guy who fakes injuries, faking elbow injuries. He probably ain't even really get married. Married, bro. I need to see that marriage license. I need to see some proof. Just like I need to see some proof about that car accident. Talk about you got micro tears in your neck. I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life, bro. The car, was supposedly going less than 10 miles an hour. It was going less than 5 miles an hour. But you got micro tears in your neck? Dr. Dre, what's good, man? What's good? I'm just saying, what's up with the welterweight division, man? What's up with that? Yeah, he ain't getting married, bro. Like, come on, show me that marriage license, man. Show me the marriage license. Show me the X-rays of your neck. Show me the X-rays of your elbow. I don't believe Keith Thurman got I don't believe he has an elbow injury. I think he just put some makeup on his elbow and took a picture. He does only fight once a year. There exactly on base 93. Kenny said that there were no reports of a car accident in that area. And I've talked to dudes close, man. Barbershop conversations. When I told him that, I was like, look, man, what's going on with and y'all know barbershop conversations, he cool dude. I was like, look, Keith Thurman be faking injuries. Am I right or wrong? And he was like, look here, man, we're not gonna talk about it on the live stream, but you might be onto something. I know I'm onto something because he be faking injuries, man. Oh man. Oh, Jeff Horn. Hey, Jeff Horn is the real king at 147. Real talk. Real talk. He's TBE. He's definitely TBE. That's real talk, man. He's been having long layoffs now. All of a sudden, he wants to warm up fights, and he wants a warm up fight with Devin Alexander, right? Okay. You know what I hope happens? I hope he does make that fight with Devin Alexander, and I hope Devin Alexander can stay off that crank he was on, them painkillers, because Devin Alexander used to be nice, man. Took to Amir Khan. That set him back, a couple years, right? He ain't been in the ring, 1, 2 years. He had a comeback fight a couple weekends ago. He looked good, man. He looked sharp. I mean, obviously the opponent he was facing wasn't, a top tier opponent, but it was just a nice little warm up fight. I like Devin Alexander, man. He got makeup on his elbow, bro. He didn't get hurt. He didn't have warm ups before Porter and Garcia. You're right. Hey, Dr. Dre, look, he didn't have warm ups before either. Before he fought Sean Porter, who did he fight before Sean Porter? He fought Luis Collazo, and you remember Collazo almost stopped Keith Thurman, man. Collazo could have stopped Thurman. Thurman will fall down the stairs on purpose in the beginning of 2019. It's going to push the Spence fight to 2020. Look, I don't believe anything Keith Thurman says. He's a liar. He's a known liar. But what's up, Rec? What's up, McGregor? Mosquito, what's up? What's the word with Crawford? It's true that so Terrence Crawford is the mandatory for Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is facing that Cochran guy, I think early December, right? So a lot of us believe that Jeff Horn is going to beat Cochran. And then the next fight they make is going to be Jeff Horn versus Terrence Crawford. I mean, that should be a good fight. I mean, that's a good welcome fight for Terrence Crawford to the 147-pound division. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think Jeff Horn is that bad of a fighter because he's going to come forward. He's gonna fight dirty against Terrence Crawford, but at the same time, Terrence Crawford's got so many skills. His skill set is so high that I don't see him losing to Jeff Horn at all. What we got? Why not take the elbow pick at the hospital? Because there was no hospital. There was no injury to the elbow. Before this elbow surgery, didn't he say he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao? So you finna fight Manny Pacquiao with a bum elbow, huh? Yeah, okay. All right. Pacquiao, I bet you he wouldn't have had no surgery. Guarantee you. But Manny Pacquiao is another story. He don't want no smoke with nobody. He don't want no smoke with anybody at 147. Anybody. I kind of feel bad for Manny Pacquiao. Not really, though. Let's look at these comments. Look, I'm going to give Keith Thurman, I'll give him his tune-up fight, okay? And then he can have a step-up fight, a slight step-up from the tune-up. Then you got to fight Spence into 2018. He got to. Yeah, Jeff Horn should be a good test, man. I kind of like Jeff Horn, man. It's a good story. Nobody gave him a shot against Pacquiao. Personally, I thought Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn in that fight. That was just me, though. Manny Pacquiao shouldn't have finished him in the 7th round. But, they say Manny Pacquiao don't got that killer instinct no more since he found God. Nah, he don't got that killer instinct no more because he ain't shooting that dope up in his arms no more. That's why he ain't got that killer instinct. You think Jeff Horn gonna lose to Cochran? I don't know much about that guy at all. I know I'm not gonna watch the fight. Well, I might. I don't know. It's on ESPN. Welterweight, yeah, it is the most ducking division. I mean, who else? Who we talked about? We talked about Keefe Poole. We talked about um sometime Sean Porter. We talk about Danny Garcia and how he wears Echo in 2017. Nobody wears Echo in 2017. Nobody wears Echo. No one's gonna be wearing Echo for the foreseeable future. But hey, you want to be an Echo model, bro? That's cool. What's good, Jamarius? Porter Duck. It's Duck Goose, man. And Lamont Peterson was the goose. But you know what? I'm not giving Lamont Peterson props for taking this fight. Because if y'all remember, if y'all go back and look at some of them old articles, Lamont Peterson was offered this fight as an eliminator for Kell Brook, and he didn't take the fight. He said he was going in another direction. Ultimately, he did win the WBA regular title. Or was it I think he won the regular title, right? From that, I don't know, man, the dude who beat Mosley. I can't remember his name. But he beat that dude for that belt, and I think he dropped it. He could have fought Keith Thurman. I don't know why he chose Spence. Nobody's rocking Echo, man. What's up with Andrade? Man, I'm gonna make a video tonight about him, man. Yo, this dude, look, the title of the video is gonna be Demetrius Andrade is ducking Triple G. Listen, in Demetrius Andrade's last fight, he won 12 rounds, had an injury, couldn't stop him, but Jamal Charlo moves up to 160, stops his opponent. You can't stop a dude who's not even fighting back. Demetrius Andrade is like Keith Thurman. As a matter of fact, they fought in the amateurs, man. They both from the same pedigree, man. But Demetrius Andrade making like 10,000 a fight though. Who was his last opponent? It was Alantez Fox, right? Unanimous decision. How you going life and death with a dude who not even fighting you back? Andrade is ducking Triple G. He is ducking Triple G. He was offered an eliminator. He was offered a final eliminator for a chance to listen. You know the IBF. The IBF is going to make you fight your mandatories. Why would you not put yourself in a position to fight against Triple G or whoever holds the IBF championship, whether it's Canelo or Triple G? He's called out Canelo on, right? So if Andrade would have beat this guy on the Lemieux card, if he would have beat him on the Lemieux undercard, then that makes him the mandatory for the IBF championship, right? Triple G holds the IBF championship. What does the IBF do? They make you fight your mandatories, or you got to give up that belt. Just look at Kell Brook. Look at his eye. His eye tells you the complete story because he was ducking Spence. IBF was like, no, bro, you got to fight Spence next. Otherwise, you got to drop that belt. They'll do the same thing to Triple G. But Demetrius Andrade not even that nice, though. He's not that nice. I've been done with Demetrius Andrade, man. You're not finna call everybody out and not fight nobody. Like he had a fight with, what was it, Jamel? He had a scheduled fight with one of the Charlo brothers, and he backed out. You was negotiating with Lara, you backed out. Why you not with a good promoter, B? He has a history of excuses. All he want to do is chase people backstage at wrestling events. That's all he want to do. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Some lame hit the thumbs down on my video, man. Y'all got to help me out and thumb me up a little bit to balance everything out. You know what I'm saying? Javier Logan, that's not cool, bro. Andrade don't beat nobody at once. If he beats everybody at 160, all he got to do was fight now eliminator for the IBF. And I can't think of dude's name. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. And dude was a monster. He was a European dude. Demetrius Andrade. Let's find Demetrius Andrade. Let's look at his information. You got a list, bro. Nobody. Yeah, what's Dervyachenko or something like that? Dude got mostly knockouts. He's 11-0 with 9 knockouts, man. And if you think Demetrius Andrade went 12 rounds with a bum in his last fight, you need to be staying in shape. He says he wasn't ready. They was deep in negotiations, man. You know what? We're going to save all that for the Andrade video. I'm not gonna go in completely on him right now. Yo, Mosquito, I'm telling you, Andrade is all talk. He don't want none of these big fights, man. He not even getting paid nothing. If he was serious, he would have been messing with Al Heyman. Or you know what? It would be better if he would have signed with like someone like Eddie Hearn. That'd be a good move for him. Oh, the Rigo Lomo fight, man. Listen, man, Rigo Loma, man. That's gonna be a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. But I saw pictures of Rigo. It looks like, and you know what I think Rigo's been doing after that last fight where he got disqualified or whatever, or it was a no contest. Um, training for Loma for a minute. Because usually when dudes bulk up, I mean, he's jumping up a couple weight classes, right? If you look at Mikey Garcia, he was looking flabby and sick like Larry Holmes. He didn't bulk the right way. Rigo's definitely bulking the right way. He's 72 years old. Listen, man. Listen, this is how I feel. I think Loma's going to win. I think Lomachenko's going to win, and there's going to be a lot of people upset, and there's going to be a lot of excuses thrown out by Rigo's team. That's how I feel about it. It could go either way. But I just see, man, if he makes Rigo quit, man, listen, if he makes Rigo quit, then you got to give Loma props. I'm going to have to give Loma props if he make Rigo quit, man. Yeah, Rigo looked big, right? McGregor? Pause. That Machiavelli Larry Holmes, yeah, man. I'll be throwing a lot of like rap lines into my videos. People be missing a lot of stuff from like Smack. Um, Rigo got the reach, speed, and power. It's Rigo. Listen, Jamarius. Rigo not finna win this fight throwing three punches around. Gonna be all lefts. He gonna be throwing three lefts around. He gonna get knocked out. Listen, man, if Rigo get knocked out, the internet is gonna go crazy. Ain't nobody gonna be watching this fight on ESPN but us. It's gonna be about 150 people watching this fight. You rooting for? Hey, I'm rooting for Rigo too. Honestly, I hope Rigo wins. I think it's BS that that the WBA said they were going to strip him if he lost to Loma. I think that's ridiculous. That makes no sense. I mean, like I said, it could go either way. I think it's a 50-50 fight, man. We'll see. I just hope it's an exciting fight. I mean, what's his name? He's an entertaining fighter, man. But after I saw what he did to Nicholas Walters, and granted, I mean, Nicholas Walters was on a he was out for what, a year before he fought, and he was just trying to feed his family, man. But he got smoked by Loma, man. He had the reach advantage. He had the size advantage. He still took that L, man. That's when I started believing in Loma. Deontay deserves 40%, not 10 million. Yo, y'all heard about the Deontay Wilder and what was that, Anthony Joshua negotiation? I don't know how true that is that he I guess declined the offer that was made, but I don't know, man. Wilder deserves 10%. Hey, we not. Hey, let's backtrack a little bit, man. Who else can we talk about? We talked about the Duck and welterweights. We talked about how Demetrius Andrade ain't never gonna amount to anything in life. You know, I don't like Demetrius. This dude was driving drunk on Instagram, man. He's a lame, and he was playing Marvin Gaye. Parker sold 3,000 tickets. Wilder sold 11,000. 11,000 in Brooklyn. Wilder got Adrian Parker scared, but he don't deserve a 50 split. No, he doesn't deserve a 50-50 split, in my opinion, either. Crawford is not ducking Spence. Come on. If there's anybody that will fight Errol Spence, it would be Terrence Crawford. Will Kovalev and Adonis ever fight? Now, Mosquito, I think you know the answer to that question. Adonis Stevenson is a 45-year-old guy who likes to fight bums. He's never gonna fight. He's never gonna fight him. Spence's best win is way better than Crawford's best win. What do you think Crawford's best win is, though? Who do you think Crawford's best win is? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Crawford's not ducking Spence. I think Amir Khan beats Broner. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, Brandon, I think Amir Khan can beat. His hands are too fast, and he's gonna hit Broner for sure. But you know what? I don't know, man. Y'all heard that Adrian Broner was supposed to be negotiating with Danny Garcia for a fight. I know y'all had to hear that. Look, real talk. Kell Brook is still. I don't know why Kell Brook is moving to 154. Man, I think that's a bad move for him to go to 154, unless he's going to be ducking the champions at 154. And I'm sure all the champs at 154 would love to fight Kell Brook because they could go over to the UK and make a lot of money defending their belt. Crawford's best win against the Cuban. You talking about Tyson Fury will make it big. Listen, Mosquito, let me tell you something about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's been running his mouth ever since he started snorting coke and eating hamburgers all day. He ain't coming back to boxing. Just saying. Brook definitely loses to all champs at 154. Yes, sir. Broner versus Berto should be next. Loser retires. Well, I don't think Andre Berto's ever going to step foot in the ring ever again after getting stopped by Sean Porter. But my boy Adrian Granados gave Sean Porter that work a couple weeks ago. Hey, Gordon Taylor, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. I think Hurd can get beat by Brook. Man, look, let me tell you something about Jarrett Hurd, man. Jarrett Hurd is he's like a cruiserweight fighting at 154. He's gonna walk through all of Kell Brook's short T-Rex punches, all right? Yeah, but Spence stars himself to make 147 too, though. Mikey fighting? Yo, is Mikey fighting Broner's man's name? Robert Easter Jr., right? I thought Mikey was fighting Robert Easter Jr. I don't is it signed yet? Her can definitely take punches. Her versus Charlo, who wins? Man, look, look, if we're talking about her versus Charlo, it really depends on if Charlo can hurt her, right? Now I think, and we're talking about Jermell Charlo, not Jermall Charlo. Though Jermell Charlo has shown some power in his last couple of fights, I would say he beats her just off of his skills. But I don't know, man. It's not an easy fight like everybody thinks it is. Mikey, you tripping right there, legendary boxer. I think it's a close one, Jermell and Hurd. I think that's a close fight, but it's a fight I like to see. I know he was calling for that fight. Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. You know what, Mosquito? He is. Hey, he don't move his head. He don't. He just comes straight forward. He just comes in a straight line. It's welterweight to me, huh? Who? You know what? Who is the best welterweight? Listen, man. Floyd Mayweather's the best welterweight. You heard me, logistics. You like the title, Lucy Jackson? Yo, you know what? Easter did almost lose that fight, but it's because of how he fought. He don't use his length. He's huge for that weight class, man. He like to fight on the inside, and that's just dumb of him to fight on the inside. He tried fighting on the inside with Mikey. Mikey gonna tap that chin. It's gonna be night night. Spence just beat Brook. Spence is the best at 147. Hey, I'm not gonna argue that. But you could also make an argument for Keefe Poo Poo too. Yeah, Mikey is better than that Russian guy. But styles make fights. If Robert Easter boxing from the outside, Mikey's not gonna be able to touch him. And Mikey's slow. He's flat-footed. His fundamentals are so clean though. And he got power. I don't know. I'm not sure who I pick in that fight. It's a good fight though. I'm not gonna pick a winner. I would probably lean more so toward Robert Easter, but I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. Yeah, whoever just thumb up the video if you just joining us right now, man. Exactly. Whoever disliked the video, you be swallowing Keith Thurman up. You be watching all of Keith Thurman's flute videos, don't you? Logistics, this is my man's right here. I gotta subscribe to your channel, Logistics. I mess with you. I appreciate it. What is that called? What is it called? The donation. I appreciate that, bro. Terence Crawford will be undisputed at what, 147? Logistics. Tell me you're not talking about 147. Thurman could beat Spence if he sticks to his game plan like he did versus Garcia. Well, yeah, Lucy Jackson. I mean, if he gets on his bicycle and runs from Spence, which he will, and we know Keith Thurman is weak to the body, but we also know that Errol Spence does a hell of a job at cutting the ring off, doesn't he? If Thurman was best, would he say he isn't ready for Spence? Listen, man. Listen. Keith Thurman is going through a midlife crisis right now. You know, when you lie so much to everybody, like you start to lose like years off your life. You know what I'm saying? Why you see that face? Logistics, what you on, man? Yo, I mess with logistics, man. You crazy? I'm gonna sub to your channel though. Do it. Nah, listen, bro. I don't know if Terrence Crawford can unify 147. I don't know if Bob Arum's gonna let him fight them killers at 147. But at the same time, I don't know if Al Heyman's gonna let his fighters fight. And look, and here's another thing, man. All these dudes are really about on the same level. And I'm not talking about their boxing ability. I'm talking about their popularity level, their ability to fill stadiums, right? You look at Keith Thurman, you look at Errol Spence, you look at Terrence Crawford. I mean, none of them are pay-per-view draws, and we know that Terrence Crawford isn't a pay-per-view draw, and we know the reasoning behind why that fight against Postal was put on pay-per-view. It was to help bring in more revenue for Bob Arum, right? But Keith Thurman's never been on pay-per-view, I don't think. And Errol Spence has never been on pay-per-view. They're not like household names. I just want these guys to be household names. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Boxer, Domo Hizzy. Who else in the live chat, man? I got a few people up in here. Man. I got a nice little following. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Who's in here? Look, I invited Sporting Icons. Let me invite Kiwi Box too. Cause I gotta know some more about the heavyweight division. He's like the go-to for that. Let's see. I'm live right now. All right. Yeah, I want Kiwi Box to come in here. He's very unbiased when it comes to the heavyweights. Um, I try to be as unbiased as possible, man, but I don't like a lot of these dudes. I don't like how they move. So look at these comments. Make sure you hit that like button, bro. Like, y'all funny, man. Sporting Icons is a real Eddie Hearn groupie. I mean, but look, Sporting Icons is from the UK, man. I mean, I respect him that he's supporting his fighters. He's supporting people. Um, there's a lot of like divide amongst us here in America, man. But I mean, I don't even know why I'm saying that because I really don't care who you are. You know, I don't care if you black, white, Hispanic. If I like you as a fighter, I like you, man. But if you BSing, man, I'm gonna call you out on it. Like I got to. You like, hey, logistics. Hey, logistics is wild, man. Canelo, biggest pay per view guy. Yeah, Canelo versus Lemieux is the fight. I would like to see Canelo versus Lemieux. I think that's a good fight. Um, that's a good fight. Boxing is dead. Wish we could go back to the good old days when fighters would go after each other. Boxing's not dead. I have to disagree. Boxing's not dead. We had a really good year here in 2017. Man. We saw a lot of great fights. Joshua Klitschko fight for two heavyweights, and especially a guy who was on the way out in Klitschko. Um, that was a hell of a fight, man. Like that was one of the top fights of the year. We had Kell Brook, Errol Spence. Just think about the build up to Spence Brook, man. That was if you've been following me for a while, you know I used to make a bunch of videos about Kell Brook and Spence and how Brook was ducking and what else we had. We had Triple G Canelo. I mean, it ended in a draw, but I mean, think about the build up to that fight. We had a lot of good fights. We're ending the year with Rigo, Rigondeaux, and Lomachenko. I mean, we've had some good fights in 2017, man. Spence Brook was a classic, man. I thought Thurman Porter was a classic too. Was that late 2016 when that happened? Yeah, so my fault. That was 2016, not 2017. Yeah, just a handful of, and you know what? Honestly, hey, Devin Haney is on the come up. He is. You know, I hope he get his power together though, because I hear he don't got no power, and he's got what 19? No, he's got about 17 fights, right? he don't got that many knockouts, and he fighting bums. So I don't know what to say about that. No Bill would be better than May versus Mac. I don't know Mac. Who's you talking about? Who the hell's Mac? Isn't it Ryan Garcia? That's De La Hoya's prospect, right? Thurmand versus Garcia, 2017. Listen. Let's stay true to the title here. You think they're gonna fight again? I don't know. Listen, let's stay true to the title here, real quick. Keith Thurman. All right, this is Keith Thurman's next move. His first fight back is gonna be against um. Damn, I forget his name that fast. Devin Alexander. My bad. That'll be his first fight back. We gonna get that into just a minute. I got a little bit more to talk about Keith Thurman because he's a lame. So and he used to rock Echo too. He cool now because he rocking Bape. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman still think it's 2006, man. This dude over here rocking the pink Bape shirt with the army fatigue pants. Come on, bro. That was '06, man. We ain't on that no more. But Thurman versus Josecito Lopez. Yo, Max, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Max Gonzalez, man. I think I've seen you comment on my videos a lot, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the donation, man. I have no idea, Jamarius. I have no idea. Hold on, let me go back and look at these comments. But yeah, shout out to Max Gonzalez, man. I think he's been a long time listener. And shout out to everybody who's been listening to me for a while, man. We're going into my second year of YouTube. And I haven't even started any beef with anybody. Isn't that great? People still be stealing my videos, though. I don't like that. Who else in here? I'm looking at the list. Check this out. Keith Thurman's going to probably fight Devin Alexander. Maybe. We know he's going to rematch Sean Porter, and then he's going to fake an injury after that. He's going to fake an injury before he fights Sean Porter, and he's going to fake an injury after he beats Sean Porter. I think he knocked Sean Porter out this time. Then he's going to go after Danny. He definitely won't fake an injury before Danny Garcia because he knows he can beat Danny Garcia, which is why he's always called him out. Yo, Luke, what's good, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's going on? Keith Thurman's going to fake an injury after Sean Porter, before and after. Danny Garcia will come up to the plate. He will beat Danny Garcia more convincingly this time because he's going to run around the ring and pity pat Danny. And then we get into 2019. Then Keith Thurman is going to divorce his wife, and he's going to marry, he's going to divorce his wife that he did really get married to, right? And he's going to go to, like, I don't know, Kuala Lumpur. I think that's in the Philippines. And then he's going to be playing, like, the African flute over there. And he's going to be sitting on a magic carpet. And he's going to be playing, like, Tupac and Biggie on his flute. No, he might even be a little bit more modern and start playing some Lil Uzi Vert on his mini piano that he plays. Let's see. You don't need beef when you stay. You're right, bro. You're right. Logistics. Let people call in. I don't know how to do all that, man. I don't know about this technology stuff, man. No, I'm just kidding. De La Hoya. Oh, De La Hoya not gonna fight nobody. Y'all seen De La Hoya drunk on TMZ? That was hilarious. Yo, Ernest, I have seen his wife. Sometimes she looks. Sometimes though, I ain't gonna lie. Keith Thurman never even got married though. So if y'all missed it earlier, I have this theory that Keith Thurman was never married because he is a liar. He's a habitual liar. So I don't believe him. I want to see how Spence deals with a mover who throws 3, 4, 5 hard punches at a time. I would like to see how Thurman deals with Spence's body attack. Yes, it's going to be a good fight if and when it happens. I'm sure Keith Thurman. If anything, Keith Thurman needs to get a heart transplant because he ain't got no heart. All right, you wanna get sick and get injured. You need a heart transplant. But really though, I think this ain't even really Keith Thurman, man. This might be a clone, man, because once upon a time Keith Thurman used to be loud, man. He used to want to fight dudes, but he don't want to no more. Let's see what else y'all saying in the chat. Make sure you like the video. Hunter, Hearns, Duran, Hagler, Pryor, they would all be unified champs fighting in this era. I don't doubt that. Y'all was talking about Devin Haney. Thurman versus Brandon Rios. I like Brandon Rios, man. I wanted, you know what? Danny Garcia was ducking Brandon Rios too, man. It's not happening. You know what, Mosquito? It might not happen until 2020. You might be right. You might be right about that. How old are these guys? How old is Thurman? How old is Spence? Thurman and Lamont, or yeah, Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson. I think it's a good fight, man. I think that Lamont Peterson could draw from the success he had against Danny Garcia. You know, a lot of people felt that Lamont Peterson won that fight, but he kind of waited too long to turn the gas on. You know what I'm saying? Because he was outboxing Danny for the second half of that fight. A lot of movement, a lot of head movement. Very slick fighter. He wants to fight on the inside against Spence. I don't think that's a good idea, but he might be able to take a little bit off them punches if he fights him on the inside, because we know Spence is strong, but he needs space to create those big punches, right? So it might be smart to fight Spence on the inside. I think it's Al Heyman on the low telling Thurman to not take the fight. I mean, how much involvement does Al Heyman like have? I mean, he's the advisor, right? I mean, how much involvement does he really have in telling these guys not to take this fight or not to take that fight? I mean, if you look at the PBC fighters, man, a lot of them are fighting once, twice a year. Even Errol Spence is only fought once in 2017. I mean, is it because he couldn't find anybody to get in the ring with him? Is it because Al Heyman's advising him not to fight? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but happen if you're not fighting. Let's see. Let me go back to the comments. I didn't even see what you said, Jamie. Pound for pound, that the top 5 pound for pound is such a subjective list, and for me to give you a pound for pound list, I'd have to be nice to people, and I don't be nice to nobody, man. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Now, how come you don't think Thurman is afraid of Spence? Have you seen him when he's in Errol Spence's presence? Have you seen him freeze up? Yo, I got this clip and I haven't posted it yet. I think it's from like Fight Hype, and they're asking him about his injuries, and Keith just sounds so robotic and like he's just thinking of a lie on the spot. I might have to throw that in the video tonight. It's so funny. It's hilarious. I just can't believe anything Keith Thurman says, man. He's a liar. Warren's gonna take that L to Crawford. I'm not sure how. I wonder how many Pacquiao fits into that whole equation. If you're just joining us, please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button too, man. I need to get my subs up. Let's see who's in here. Man, I sent out messages to sport icons. I sent out a message to KIWI Box, man. They not messing with your boy tonight, man. They live like across the world though, so it's all good. They're probably sleeping. Who else will we talk about? Who's fighting this weekend? Any big fights this weekend? Jamarius, I guess you hit that money icon. I guess you hit that money icon, Jamarius. I don't know. Let me hit the money icon real quick. Oh yeah, you hit the money icon and you hit send a super chat. Thurman and Spence are fighters. I don't believe they're afraid of anyone. Listen, normally I would believe you. Normally I would believe you, John. But it's just Keith Thurman's body language, man. He just doesn't seem comfortable when he's around Spence, man. You have to admit that he doesn't have that dog in him anymore, man. Do you remember the old Spence and how he used to call everybody out, and he was just very outspoken, man. He's not like that anymore, man. And he's gaining all this weight when he's not in the ring. It takes a lot to. I mean, you on a long layoff, and you got to shed what 20 pounds. I'm not saying he's 20 pounds overweight. I'm just saying he's got to work on getting his weight back. But if he got to shed that weight in camp, I mean, then he's got to train for the fight. I mean, he did. I will give Keith Thurman credit because he took two tough fights back to back. Sean Porter and then Danny Garcia. Those are two tough fights. Top opponents in the welterweight division. So you got to give Keith Thurman his props, man. I would be stupid to say that you can't give Thurman props for what he's accomplished in the welterweight division, but at the same time, You're not about to switch up your whole style. You're not finna be quiet now. You're not finna think you Floyd Mayweather now. Okay, that's not gonna happen. He's off on Spence's near him, or his name is brought up. No money sign. Oh, you don't see the super chat thing, Jamarius? Oh snap! What is this? Well, wherever you like send messages, it's like a grayed out money symbol and a smiley face. Thurman was confident until the bully came to town. Spence did everything Keith asked. Yes, he did. He did. He won a championship, and he got a body on his record. Well, Jameer, you need to refresh that page then, bro. Yeah, Broner versus Garcia. We talking about Adrian Broner, Garcia, or Mikey Garcia? Oh, you gonna make a boxing video? I'm gonna check it out. Logistics. What is your channel about? Logistics. Oh, you must be on your phone or something, Jamarius. It's all good. I'm not asking for no donations. It's whatever, but I appreciate them. Um, Broner versus Garcia. You must be talking about Danny Garcia. I've heard that that's a fight that they're trying to make, but when I think about it in my head, I'm just like, well, Danny Garcia doesn't need another loss on his record. Adrian Broner is a loss away. I'm not even sure if Adrian Broner will ever disappear. I feel like, okay, Danny Garcia, right. So, I mean, what's you guys' take on Adrian Broner, man? I mean, we always say, oh, a focused Adrian Broner, is a tough fight for anybody, but we never get that focused Adrian Broner. I think he still has flashbacks to what Marcos Maidana did to him. Free. It's free as hell to hit that like button. Real talk. Just hit it one time like Keith Thurman. Hit that like button one time like Keith Thurman right now. Nah, you're right. Danny hasn't done anything since he beat Lucas Matisse, but I mean, he still got a good record. Um, Danny's just slow, man. Like he's just so slow and flat footed. I don't even think he's got that much power, man. Your chance by trucking. Hey, I'm gonna support you though, bro. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. I'm gonna watch the videos. If them ads start playing, I'm gonna go ahead and click on them ads for you. You already know how I do. He needs to join Love and Hip Hop. But you gotta admit, Adrian Broner might not be a boxer, but he is very entertaining. And if you hate on Adrian Broner, all I got to say is you mad. You gotta be mad. You mad because he's spinning. Y'all mad because he's spinning. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all mad he's spinning. Why y'all so mad at Broner, man? Let's see what's popping. Who's in the chat? We need to get some more people in here, man. I'm actually running out of bad stuff to say about Keith Thurman. I really am. What about Tank Davis though? What about Tank Davis? Gervonta Tank Davis and Tevin Campbell. He's supposed to be fighting Tevin Campbell after Tevin Campbell won that IBF belt. HT Mike James Boxing. I'm reading the comments, y'all. Good, bro. It's all good. Just watching the videos, hitting that like button. That's all the support I need, bro. Tank Davis equal Adrian Broner. I don't deny that at all. Thurman is the only fighter I've seen in the same room with Errol and address him. The other fighters won't even mention his name. I respect his honesty. I would respect um I would respect Keith Thurman more if he just it's the way he be it's just how he be sounding, man. I get everything he's saying, right? I get what Keith Thurman is saying. He has to get a tune-up fight because he just had surgery on his elbow, right? So of course he needs a tune-up fight. We're not expecting him to fight Errol Spence next. That would be stupid. Um, Even in his fight after his tune-up fight, fighting Spence would probably be a bad idea because he'd lose. I'm under the impression that Keith Thurman loses to Errol Spence no matter when he fights him. All right. Train of thought. You think Tevin Farmer beats Tank? Man, you crazy. You crazy. Tevin Farmer not beating Tank. Tevin Farmer punches as hard as an infant. He can't. He better. Tevin Farmer really thinks he's Floyd Mayweather. No. Tevin Farmer thinks he's Sugar Ray Leonard. If y'all go to his Twitter, man, he's just a clown. He's a clown. But I made Tevin Farmer. I got Tevin Farmer his HBO deal. I got Tevin Farmer that championship fight, man. Because nobody was talking about Tevin Farmer until I put him on the map. Mike James Boxer, you funny, man. Oh man, what did John say? What are y'all talking about? Spence should not be on anyone's to-do list after an injury. Well, by saying that, you're just admitting that Spence is probably the best fighter at welterweight. Because if he wasn't, if Spence was easy work, they would have been fought him. I mean, there's a reason why they're not fighting Errol Spence. There's a reason why they're not fighting him, and they don't want to fight him because he stops them from getting money. Look, man, like I just said, Tevin Farmer hits as hard as an infant. All right, Tank will knock out Tevin Farmer. I'm not even gonna make fun of his eye, but he will hurt Tevin Farmer. Though I'm not gonna lie, it'll be a tough fight, and if Tank gets frustrated, he could take an L. I ain't gonna lie. They're saying Keith is running. They also accuse Sugar Ray of ducking Tommy Hearns, and look what happened. Just saying, sometimes the end justifies the mean. Man, listen, you know what? I'm gonna post that video of Keith Thurman tonight. I'm gonna edit it so I don't get my video taken down. But you have to just look at the fear at Keith Thurman's heart, man. Which one of them is it? The 10 man that don't got a heart? Which one of them dudes don't got a heart? Is it the Lion, the 10 man? Because we're gonna have to start calling Keith Thurman one of them characters from the Wizard of Oz, man. He ain't got no heart, man. Garcia is still the weakest. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Danny should have. Danny Garcia. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about him, man. Like he doesn't beat. He doesn't beat Keith Thurman in a rematch. He doesn't beat Errol Spence. He definitely doesn't beat Terrence Crawford. I mean, I think Danny Garcia might fizzle out and just disappear. No time Thurman don't want that smoke. Spence, no, he does not. Lomachenko December 9th fight. That's gonna be a good fight. Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. That's gonna be a good fight. I'm rooting for Rigo to win the fight, but I think Lomachenko's gonna win it. Y'all not answering my. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter too, man. At Hitman Boxing. Let's see. What's what y'all talking about in the chat? The Keith Thurman IG account is getting destroyed by Errol Spence fans. Of course it is, man. If I ever run into Keith Thurman again, man, I'll try and get an exclusive. Southside Boxing, no tune-up can prepare Keith Thurman for Errol Spence. He's gonna have to grab his. Look, man, all it's gonna take is a couple of body shots to bring Keith Thurman down to his knees. He might make the 10 count though, man. Then he gonna get on his bicycle for real. But we already know Errol Spence cuts the ring off, and that body will be touched again. And then he might just go ahead and give Keith two hematomas. We've seen Keith with one hematoma already, but he might have two. Question should be, why is Thurman asking for fights he already won clean? Well, Jeffrey, I mean, he's got to fight Sean Porter because Sean Porter is the mandatory by the WBC. And oh, what's up, yo, fat daddy? Yeah, I'm still doing it, man. I'm still doing my thing, man. I'm gonna hit you up. Yes, it is, sir. It is definitely growing. Pause. Um, what are we talking about? Let me go back. Oh, why is he asking for the fights that he's already won? I mean, yeah, as far as Sean Porter's concerned, um he's the mandatory by the WBC, so he's got to fight him. As far as Danny's concerned, you know why he gives Danny Garcia a rematch. One, it's another payday, another good payday, and two, it's an easy fight for Keith. It's going to be much easier the second time around. Well, I mean, look, Errol. We're gonna see how Errol takes Keith power shots too. I mean, Errol Spence don't move his head either, right? He don't move his head. I noticed that in the Kell Brook fight. What was it? It was something weird he was doing. Like he would throw a punch and then he would like duck in, man. Like he would just duck his head. I gotta go back and watch the Kell Brook fight, but Kell Brook is a hard puncher and he was taking them shots pretty well. Um, yeah, I think Thurman versus Spence will be a classic, but I got Keith Thurman getting stopped in that fight for sure. I want to see how, yeah, we got that. Money talks, Porter's hand is broke. Yeah, you know what? Because he said he had an injury, and he also provided us with his injury report, and he also provided us with x-rays, just to prove that he was actually injured. What does Keith Thurman provide us with? Word of mouth. No x-rays. He shows us an elbow with makeup on it. I can't say he doesn't have heart until I see it in the ring. All right, so if okay. All right, yeah, I mean, he could have gotten stopped by Luis Collazo, right? So he did dig deep in that fight. And he came back and I think Collazo quit in his corner. I don't remember, but he had a really bad cut. I think it was against Robert Guerrero when he had that really bad hematoma. Um, but he ended up winning that fight too. He didn't stop Robert Guerrero, did he? Did he go 12 rounds? I know he dropped Guerrero, I believe. That's something that Danny couldn't do. But then again, Danny didn't go life or death with anybody at 147. No. But anyway, but if you just joining us too, I'm gonna see who's in the chat. Let's go back. Keith Thurman's not married, man. He's not really married. Jeffrey, you telling the truth. They don't want to read that though. I question if Thurman really had that car accident. I've heard there are no reports of an accident that day in that country town he lives in. You know why? Because Keith Thurman was never in a car accident. I'm gonna post a video tonight where who was at the ask about the car accident? He was on some nope, I was injured. You talking all robotic, dude? What you talking about? I'm gonna throw it up. I don't even care. I'm gonna put it up tonight. WBA is doing RIGO. They are doing RIGO bogus. Why are they talking about they're going to strip him if he loses to Lomachenko? Is it because he's supposed to track a bit here? Remo Rindo. Yeah, I still got to make a few videos tonight, but I'm still feeling good. Let's see. Right. So okay. So the WBA ruled the fight with Moises Flores a no contest, right? So I'm assuming they were forcing him to take that fight with him again. They wanted him to rematch Flores. He didn't, and he decided to fight Lomachenko. But still, that's no reason to have him stripped of his title if he loses to Lomachenko because it's not even the same weight class. I think it's BS though, honestly. Did Kenny Porter say the same thing? There was no accident report. Yeah, Kenny Porter said that there was no accident report. There was no accident reported at that location, at that intersection because you know why? Because it never happened. Keith Thurman's a liar.
Keith Thurman's not a liar. He's TBE, man.
Sporting Icons is in the building. What's up, man?
Hey, bro, how you doing?
I'm good. Where you been, man?
I was over on Boxing Voice having an argument with them because they
Oh, for real?
decided, yeah, because they decided to do a whole live stream to have a go at me, really. So I'll give it to them back.
You know what? I gotta call the Boxing Boys one of these days, man. I don't really like
Yeah.
them, man.
No, I
They
didn't
be trying
speak
to
to
be too
them. I did it
executive.
in the chat.
Oh, you doing the chat?
Yeah, yeah,
You should call them next time, man.
yeah, yeah. Next time they're gonna get it.
Let's see where we at. If Rigo win, I'll super chat you $100 because I probably win 1,000, bro. Okay, logistics. That's what's up. We got 28 watching, 37 likes. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. And we have sporting icons in the building.
Appreciate it.
This is what I wanted to ask you. What's going on? I saw your video this morning at the crack of dawn. You know the time difference is crazy, but I'll be up
Mm-hmm.
early. So Deontay Wilder was offered what, $10 million? Wait, hold on, let me backtrack. He was offered a fight with Dillian White, and in that contract, if he beats Dillian White, he would get Anthony Joshua, right? Is that correct?
Correct,
So
yes.
and so he declined that?
Yeah. So after all the weeks of Wilder saying that I don't want to be fighting Dillian White, unless, of course, you put Joshua in the contract, Eddie Hearn was saying, but it's two different fights. That's not really on the table. So the last meeting that Eddie Hearn had with Team Wilder said, okay, then let's talk about it then. Let's put AJ in the contract just to get this fight done. No, we don't want to fight Dillian White now because we don't want to fight Anthony Joshua's leftovers. So we're going to potentially fight Dominic Brazil left. Hello, isn't Dominic Brazil AJ leftover?
That's AJ's leftovers, right?
Yes. So he's turned down what he said that he would accept, which is a Dillian White fight, providing Anthony Joshua's in the contract.
And he turned it down.
Turn it down.
You said 10 million? They offered him, was that 10 million for Joshua or
Joshua. Well, kind of. It was a 4 million for Dillian White plus AJ in the contract, so a guaranteed fight with AJ next. The AJ one was a case of Eddie Hearn said, I will write out a check for £10 million, so not dollars, was that $13.5 million to fight Anthony Joshua next. But he doesn't want that. He wants 50-50.
No, he doesn't deserve 50-50. But at the same time, I'm wondering if 10 million is enough though. How much did against Klitschko? No, not Klitschko. Takum.
Joshua made 15 million.
Oh, 15? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty generous then.
Yeah. Well, it is because Eddie Hearn's thinking is, well, Wilder makes what, 1.5 million on average per fight.
Right.
So he's multiplied that. But Wilder is saying that I want 50-50. So how much 50-50 is, I have no idea, but
Oh, I'm just reading the comments real quick. I mean, Porter went life or death with Adrian Granado, so yeah, he might be a gatekeeper. I don't like his style of fight. He thinks he's a bully, and he got bullied in his last fight, so that's what he gets. Um, Wilder, I hope that's not true, man, because that's not a good look.
yeah.
Voice.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't mind so much. But you'll remember this. Didn't Wilder say it's not about the money, it's about legacy?
Yeah, he said it's about legacy, not the money. But now it appears it's about the money. If he
Yeah,
wants more,
exactly. I mean, 10 million, I mean, I mean, I think Wilder is too concerned about how much Joshua's getting because he's got a fear of being lowballed or made an idiot or made to look like an idiot.
I mean, if he would potentially make 10 million for Joshua, I can only imagine that Joshua's gonna make around 40 to 50 million though.
Yeah, yeah, I have no idea how
How
much
much
they'll
did he make
make.
for Klitschko?
I think Joshua and Klitschko, they had a 50-50 and they earned 20 million each.
So, man, is that fight? I don't know if Wilder Joshua's bigger than. So,
Well, just that because with Joshua Klitschko, it was champion versus champion or one belt versus one belt, if you like. By the time the Wilder fight comes around, if AJ's already fought Parker and beaten him, that's going to be 4 belts against Wilder's 1.
true, but it's for undisputed though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, if they were going to work it out on percentages, I say 30% is a reasonable offer.
For Wilder,
35%, yeah, 35% maybe.
they're offering Parker 35 too, right?
Yeah, they're offering him 35, yeah. But obviously the 35 for Wilder will be a lot more because it will be for undisputed.
Mm-hmm. He needs to take that money, man.
Yeah.
He needs to just go ahead and take that money and do what
What's it?
I think he could do.
Well, if he
I
beats
think
AJ, he gets a rematch. How much are you making in the rematch? He's getting the Joshua pie next time around, isn't he? So he needs to look at the
especially if he
bigger
beats
picture.
him.
Yeah, exactly. And
I think
it's possible he can beat him. There's no reason why he can't.
we'll still get the fight in 2018, man. I think he's just trying to play it tough in the negotiations.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's trying to get more money, even though he said he's only doing this for his legacy, which is bullshit, obviously. But
Hmm. Well, for
hold
me,
on, what is
that
this? Whose hand's broken?
who's that?
Never mind. I'm just reading the comments.
So you're talking about
Yeah, he is too concerned about Joshua's pockets. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Beat him and become the A side. Yeah, it's that simple. Logistics. I agree. Beat him and become the A side.
exactly, exactly. I mean, for me, I still think Wilder and Parker should fight each other. Then winner can legitimately ask for 50-50 against Joshua for undisputed. Just take the gamble.
They don't want to fight. Well, I'm not gonna say they don't want to fight each other. Parker don't want to fight Wilder.
Well, is David Higgins, I think his name is, who promotes Parker, was saying that they can't agree on the money, as in there ain't much money in it, and he's pretty much admitting that Parker wants to fight AJ for the money.
Of course, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But hold up, when it comes to Parker, I thought Bob Arum had some sort of stake with Parker when he's stateside. He doesn't promote him stateside.
It does in America, yeah. So if the fight was happening in Vegas, then Bob Arum would chip in with the promotions of it, yeah.
Okay. If Wilder beats AJ, should he retire afterwards? I mean, who else is out there?
Mm.
There to make even more money, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's really, I mean, if he becomes undisputed at heavyweight,
Yeah.
there's really not much for him to do, I guess.
Well, the one way to look at it, so while he waits for a summer fight, potentially summer fight, or end of the 2018, depending when it is, for undisputed potentially, obviously he's going to want another fight or two between now and then. So if he's refusing the $4 million plus US TV money, plus AJ in the contract, and then goes and fights Luis Ortiz or Dominic Brazil and loses, how bad does that look on his career?
That's not a good look, and that pretty much tells us that he's not getting the AJ fight if he takes the L to either one of those guys,
Yeah,
because he's damaged goods after that.
exactly, exactly.
But we know what happens when he fights Dominic Brazil. Dominic Brazil out.
Yeah, yeah,
And
I
I
agree.
think he knocks Ortiz out too. I'm not sure what's going on with Ortiz, man. I'm not sure if he's clean, if he's dirty, if he's smoking crack. I don't know, man. But he got to get his shit together.
I agree. I agree. Well, what's happening with Thurman and Spence? Because obviously on YouTube, because I'm pretty much only subscribed to like American channels. All I'm hearing is Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. I don't quite understand. So did Keith Thurman? Did he openly say, "I don't want to fight Errol Spence"?
He and basically this is what he said. He said that Errol Spence is not on his radar. He's not thinking about Errol Spence at the moment. He's not in his immediate future. So that's ducking to me when you say that.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
He wants his tune-up fight from his fake injury, and then after he gets his tune-up fight in, then he's probably going to disappear for a while, or actually fight Sean Porter. And we know Sean Porter is damaged right now. I think he stops Sean Porter in the next fight.
Yeah.
And then what? He doesn't fight more than twice a year. So that's it for 2018 for Keith Thurman. 2017, 2018, my bad. Then we go to 2019. That's when the fight is more likely to happen, according to him. So nobody's trying to wait that long, though.
No. So when he says tune-up fight, is he talking about Sean Porter or Danny Garcia, or is he talking about a Hispanic fighter? As
he's
usual.
it looks like he's been eyeing Devin Alexander. Devin Alexander fought last weekend. Looked pretty impressive, but I mean he wasn't really fighting nobody.
For me, I mean, Devin Alexander used to be a good fighter, but for somebody who can get beat the hell up for 12 rounds against Amir Khan, shouldn't be stepping in the ring with Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman would knock his head off.
I mean, to Devin Alexander's credit, he did I mean, he was on painkillers, man. He was addicted to painkillers. So I know it's not
Right.
an excuse, but I mean, that could have been a reason why he looked so bad in his last few fights. He took some time off and he's clean. Again, he looked pretty impressive in his last fight, but he's not fighting a top 10 opponent in his last fight. So Keith
Yeah.
Thurman can go ahead and smash him if that's what he want to do.
Yeah. I mean, in some ways, I don't blame Keith Thurman for not wanting to fight Errol Spence for a couple of reasons. Number one, what is Keith Thurman's biggest weakness? It's the body shots, right? What's Errol Spence's
Yep,
strongest point? The body shots. So
body shots.
yeah.
Body
So
shots for everybody.
yeah. What on earth is that?
It's Kiwi. I don't even know. I'm on my phone. Hold up. I'm gonna have to send him an invite through
It's on
Twitter, I
Twitter.
guess.
Yes, on Twitter.
Yo, Kiwi, I'm not streaming from my phone, so I don't know how that works. To be honest with you, I sent you a invite. Wilder versus Joshua would be explosive. If Joshua gets dizzy in front of Wilder, he will not have a round, and I have to recover. If Wilder gets caught between punches with one of those nice counters, yeah, he won't. He won't let Joshua off the hook if he hurts him. That's for sure.
I agree with
And
that.
starch white. What does that mean?
It means demolishing.
Starch white.
Yeah. So yeah, whoever's saying that is saying that to starch white would be to obliterating. Easy work.
Easy work. Easy work. I don't know how to send it from Hangouts. Hang on a second. Here we go. Hangouts.
So why are you doing that? Do you think it's possible that Keith Thurman is coming across as ducking Errol Spence on purpose to build the fight? Obviously, people are going to start talking about this fight, building it up more than maybe it should be, if you like. Equals more money when he finally does get in the ring with him.
No,
No?
I think Keith Thurman is terrified. He's not. He doesn't think ahead like that. He thinks that he's the biggest fighter in the welterweight division. He thinks he's Floyd Mayweather. He thinks he gets to dictate terms, but he's not making that much money. He's not that big of a name, and he needs to fight Errol Spence.
Hmm. That's the thing, though, because Errol Spence is getting paid, was it $3.5 million to fight Lamont Peterson? Has Keith
Um,
Thurman ever made that kind of money?
but the reason why he got paid that much is I'm sure Spence made about like 1.5 million. Let's just say base for that fight, right? That other 1.5 is the retainer, man, because he had other options. He could have fought Miguel Cotto. He could have done other things. So
Mm.
I think that's just money for him being loyal.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yo, logistics, you want to get on the hangout? I could definitely send you an invite if you want to be on this hangout. Dylan White versus Big Baby is the fight. White is not on Wilder's level. Um, yeah, I would like to see Dylan White versus Big Baby Miller. Um,
Mm.
hold on, I read that Pac-Man is number 3 contender. What? No, how is he the number 3 contender by the WBC?
Is he, heck? No, he's
Well,
not.
here's the thing. Never gonna fight Keith Thurman, so we can just stop that right there.
If you look down the rankings for Errol Spence IBF, the only two names that you may well recognize on that list is Lamont Peterson and Luis Collazo. So if Jeff Horn or Keith Thurman doesn't fight Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is in for a very boring, below par 12 months.
Because of the IBS rankings.
Yeah, yeah, because obviously he can't fight anybody who's not ranked unless it's another champion. So if Keith Thurman is refusing to fight Errol Spence, and if Jeff Horn refuses to fight Errol Spence, then Errol Spence is going to be fighting some bums, if you like, and he's going to get a reputation as the bum slayer as well. And
Oh,
it's not his
no,
fault.
but it's not. It's I don't know why the IBF. I don't know their rankings just suck compared to everybody else.
Yeah,
Logistics.
right.
What's your email logistics? Or maybe I can send it to Kiwi via. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, here we go. I can send this. I got you, Kiwi. I got you. That should work. I didn't even see that pop up. Yeah, send me your email logistics. I'll get you on. Or just like private message me. I'll check my messages real quick. Kiwi should be here in a second. How you don't have Twitter on your phone, Kiwi? Where are you living at, man? I'm not sure how much longer.
You set up your super chat yet?
What's up?
You set up your super chat yet?
Yeah, it's set up.
Oh. Come on, people, send some money to Hitman Boxing.
Yeah, send some money to Hitman. But no, I got a couple people donate earlier.
Oh, did you?
So I appreciate that. Logistics is one. That's why we gonna hook them up with the We gonna hook them up with the invite. All right, cool. I'm gonna send it to you right now. All right, so we got any fights this weekend?
Cotto. I think that's the only one, isn't it?
Who?
Miguel Cotto against Saddam Ali.
Oh, Miguel Cotto's fighting this weekend?
Yeah.
Old ass Miguel Cotto. I hope he gets screwed on the cards too. I hope Saddam Ali knock his ass out. I promise you.
And I believe James DeGale's fighting. I might be wrong on that one, but I think he is.
Who in the hell is James DeGale fighting?
Oh, some guy I never heard of. Never heard of him. It's his. Yeah, that's it. It's his UK debut as champion after 3 years of being champion, and he fights somebody that we've never damn well heard of.
But he moved up though. He moved up in weight though. That's not an excuse, man. His last fight was a tough fight for him, man. He lost his teeth, man. He don't got no front teeth.
That is true. That is very true.
So hey, logistics. I emailed you the link, so close that. I think logistics listens to your channel too. Sporting.
Oh, cool.
Who else is in this? Hit the like button, man. I'm not satisfied with 38. Alana Witherspoon. I need to start collabing with some other channels too.
Yeah.
Thurman versus Spence will happen. I believe it. It's gonna happen, but not. And I get it. I understand that. Since you're here, we got to talk Kell Brook. We got to talk Kell Brook real quick. So I did catch your video about Kell Brook. I mean, is that so? He's got a fight coming up in March.
Yep.
Is his opponent still TBA?
Yeah, it's not officially confirmed. But I caught something on Instagram from Kana Islam, who is the WBA mandatory. And he or his team said that they would love the Kell Brook fight. So, yeah, this could be the one. And for me, if he fights Kana Islam, that's one hell of a statement. And it's a risky fight too. Very, very risky.
I'm not familiar with him.
No, he's best friends with Triple G. And
yeah. Can you hear me?
And he fights.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Yo, logistics.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey man, how are you?
All right, buddy.
We got two people here or one person?
We
got Kiwi. We got Kiwi. We got logistics. Logistics was good. Kiwi was good.
Hey man,
what's going on?
So where we at here? We were talking Kell Brook real quick. As you guys know, Kell Brook he moved to 154. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive at 154. Man, I think he's undersized. Though he's big at welterweight, he's not big at 154. Man, his reach he's only at 69 inches. Man, pause. But I mean, I foresee him going after that. I foresee him going after that WBO championship. To be honest, once it's vacated.
Yeah, maybe because I think Liam Smith is a mandatory for that one now. So yeah, be a good.
That's a tough fight.
Well, yeah,
Smith, the number 1 contender for the WBO championship. He lost to Canelo.
Yeah, he did.
But he won a couple. He won a couple of fights after that, right?
Yeah, that's right. He won his last fight against Liam Williams to become the mandatory for the WBO.
Logistics. What do you think about Kell Brook?
I think he showed. Well, can you hear me good?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I think he showed a lot of heart against Errol Spence, but I always thought he was. I don't know. He reminded me of a fighter that don't believe in himself. Like, he has ability, he has skill, but for some reason he don't want to challenge himself because I don't see why it took so long with the Spence fight. I know he fought Golovkin, but hell, you could have knocked me out for $1 million by Golovkin. I'd have took that fight too. So, I don't know. I just feel like he's better than what he thinks he is. I don't know who he's got around him, but I don't think 154 is going to be the best for him because of like you said, with the reach. But I got to say this while you got me on here. To everybody listening, including Sporting Icon and KIWI, and of course the infamous Hitman Boxing, you're like the new Travis Gotti now. But I got to say this to everybody. Terrence Crawford is taking over the welterweight division. The welterweight division is whack. There's only 3 fighters that matter. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman. Porter's wheat, Garcia's cherry picking, and we can't remember nobody else's name because they don't matter. Just want to put that out there.
Kiwi,
don't forget about the TBE Jeff Horn.
Correct. The Chuck Norris Slayer.
Also, too, I 150% agree with Sporting Icons. First of all, I want to tell you I love your channel. Obviously came over from Hitman Boxing, but I've been watching your channel a lot. And I have to say, man, when it comes to percentage and when it comes to what makes sense, I got to say you be dead on point with what you be saying about Parker and Wilder. I like Wilder. As a black American, I am a Deontay Wilder fan. But I am not a fan of somebody that wants to cheat their way to the top. He should beat Joshua, become the A side, and then make Joshua take the crumbs.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, I'm on mobile data. Can you hear me now?
You got to say something, Kiwi. You haven't said a word since you came on. I need some feedback. I need something on Kell Brook. Give me something on Deontay Wilder. Give me something, Kiwi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I'm on mobile data. I'm walking up the road, so sorry if I'm cutting out every now and then. Yeah, Deontay's dug himself a hole here, man. Said he'll take the fight, but won't take the fight now that he's been offered all his demands. So, not a good look, man. Not a good look. Maybe he's scared.
Maybe.
Who's scared? Who's scared?
Deontay.
Wilder.
Well, yeah, he's made all these demands. Now he's got given these what he wanted, and now he ain't taking it. So, what's with that?
Damn, Kiwi.
I might cut out again.
Yeah, man, your shit sounding bogus, man.
I'm sorry. I'm up the road. I might have to wait until I've picked up my kids and come back to you.
You sound like you sound like in the 7 Seas somewhere.
It's windy out, man. It's windy. I'll get back to you soon, then, eh?
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. See you.
All right. No, logistics. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna keep bringing some good content, man. And of course, Sporting Icon is always gonna provide good content. So is Kiwi, you know. So I mean, Kell Brook, he's not beating any of those champions at 154, man. He really should have took that fight with Miguel Cotto. I mean, did he have an opportunity to fight Cotto in December?
No, he offered.
He had an opportunity to fight. Yeah.
But Cotto, I don't know why, but he didn't take it. But I guess he just didn't want to hurt Kell Brook anymore. Maybe, I don't know what the reason was for Cotto not doing it. I don't know.
Cotto fighting Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali already done got stopped by Jesse Vargas. But hey, it's all good.
Cotto should have fought. Cotto should have fought Adrian Broner because somebody gonna stop him from doing all this spinning.
Yeah, he's spinning, bro. He's spinning. I don't know why they mad at him. I don't know. But nah, Miguel Cotto should have. I mean, he was ducking Lara. He's ducking everybody at 154. Really, that's not gonna get him paid. He was ducking the Charlos. He was ducking Lara. Jared Hurd might have beat him, man. Miguel Cotto ain't got no power at 154. When he fighting an elite level fighter.
The dude that just got knocked out, that got glassed by Charlo, probably could beat Cotto.
Lubin?
Beat Cotto.
Lubin, you think so?
Yeah, I think he. Cotto's always had problems with slick fighters that are decent. You ain't got to be like perfect, but if you're decent, he seemed to have problems with them.
I don't know, bro. Lubin got slept in that first round against Charlo, so I don't know, man.
I mean, I know he's probably still sleeping, but I'm just saying when he wake up, I think he probably beat him.
I'm sure he learned a lot from that fight. Learned that he's not supposed to take fights like that. You know, when he had under 20 fights, that was a bad move. He should not have took that fight. Just like J-Rock, should never took that fight against Charlo. But he bounced back though. 154 is looking good, man. So is 160, man. So we got some good fights on the horizon. What you think about Demetrius Andrade, though? I gotta ask you that.
Well, in my opinion, I think Andrade. I think he's got the ability, the skill, but I'm wondering, do he got the heart? Kind of like what we've been talking about with Keith Thurman. Does he got the heart to get in there? Like, I can't believe he turned that deal down with Golovkin. I personally think he could do well against Golovkin.
You know that the fight he turned down was an eliminator. And if he would have won that fight, he would have been a mandatory. And you know how the IBF is with their mandatories, man. So it's like you talking about you want big fights, but you turning down opportunities to get big fights.
Exactly.
You talk about you want Canelo, but you ain't beat nobody. Andrade ain't beat nobody. He ain't doing shit. So he need to take some chances, man. I realize he just fought not too long ago, but I mean, shit. I mean, it's December and you've been negotiating with this dude for months. You talking about he overweight? Like you a boxer. That's your job. Stay in shape and box. That's what you do. But you know what? Knowing him, he probably drive Uber or something, man, because he ain't making that much money.
Man, don't be throwing Uber people under the bus like that, man. There's a lot of people.
I'm just saying, all right? We know Demetrius Andrade probably up there flipping burgers somewhere. And I'm sorry if you flip burgers, but he got a second job is what I'm telling y'all right now, okay?
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of boxers, I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of boxers got second jobs because some of them, man, ain't no, think about it. When you count out the training expense, you count out the fees the manager takes, and then you count out all the hoes, and then you count out the hang-ons, and then you count out the ass whooping. Damn, you hardly left with anything. You know?
Mr. Boxing today was good, man.
Oh, I gotta give him a shout out because I enjoy his channel too. There's only like a small circle of y'all that I listen to because the ones I've subscribed to, y'all the only ones that make sense to me. Everybody else, it's real. I don't know if you Hitman or Sporting Icons or even Mr. Boxing Today. I don't know if y'all notice some of these other channels are really fanboyish biased. Like you do not get a real opinion. Well, he's a great fighter because damn it, he pisses great in the morning. And that's it. But you don't know why. You don't really know what to look for when you watch these guys. And I know I appreciate. I'm a truck driver, and I listen to a lot of you guys while I'm driving on the background and all that. I listen to y'all in the background, and I'm telling you, y'all channels be getting me hyped for these fights. Since I can't watch TV or nothing.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. I'll make sure I keep dropping content. So it can have you entertained throughout the day. So. But yeah, Demetrius Andrade's a bum now. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I don't like Demetrius Andrade because he drives drunk, man. That's something else though. But hey,
Wow.
He was on Instagram Live driving drunk, man. I'm just like, man, you a lame. It's 3:00 in the morning and you on Instagram Live. Like, what you drinking? You on video drinking at the wheel of a car.
Great to
Anyway,
society. Great role model.
hey, so and you stalking niggas at press conferences, man. It's just I don't know what's up with boxing. But we had a great year for 2017, though. Let's not be negative all the time. We had a great year for boxing in
Agreed.
2017, man. Like a lot of great fights. A lot of people say boxing's dead. That's so far from the truth to say, man. It's if anything, boxing is on the rise. Not everybody's gonna be a Floyd Mayweather and generate hundreds of millions of dollars, right? But if you're a true fan of the sport, you're gonna enjoy the art of boxing, and not just the trash talk on the side. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna watch these fights no matter what weight class is on TV. You're gonna watch Rigo versus Lomo in December. Way to close out the year. In fact, so
Exactly.
Just to add to that, I personally, I mean, I'm a Floyd Mayweather fan, but I feel like after he kind of went his own thing, I kind of thought that opened everything up. It really showed a lot of like the real excitement in boxing. That's why I agree with you. I don't think boxing is dead. And that Rigo versus Lomachenko, which I'm about to put the whole house, so I'm either gonna be homeless or filthy rich. But either way, I think that's like one of the best fights you can get. You got skill versus skill. Man, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
both of these guys got 2 gold medals in the Olympics, man. It doesn't get any better than that.
No,
I just think Lomo. You got Rigo.
Yeah,
What's up?
I like Rigondeaux to win. I mean, I hope, but even if he don't, I think he can put a better fight than Walters. Damn it, because that was horrible.
After I saw what he did to Walters, man, I'm just like, I'm never gonna bet against Lomachenko again, man. I can't do it. I had Axeman. I thought Axeman was gonna win, but yeah, AJ versus Vlad was a hell of a fight for heavyweights, man. Like that might be a fight of the year for 2017. AJ and Vlad, man, that was an
yeah.
incredible fight. I was so hyped for that fight. I was drunk as hell. My God, that fight was man.
I had a quick question for Sporting Icon since you're on the other side of the pond. When that fight happened, Klitschko versus AJ, how big was that fight? Just in that little region, like how? I mean, was that one of those fights that stopped everything over there? Everybody went and wanted to pay attention just to that fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm quite a way away from London. I'm in like the north of England, but yeah, certainly it's on all the channels, so all the radio stations. It was a massive fight, and what added to it was how the fight went down as well. It wasn't like a one-sided fight. It went backwards and forwards. Both guys got dropped, and we had a stoppage. It didn't go to points, so it was easily the best fight at heavyweight for 2017. But yeah, definitely hyped. But
Yeah, because I agree with Hitman. I watched that fight on YouTube about 20 times over. So that was a fight of the year for me. I just couldn't stop watching it. I mean, I'm not an AJ fan. I mean, I guess I'm a fan of him as far as boxing. Like I just want to watch people get people knocked out, as long as it ain't me getting knocked out. But but as far as him being a fan, I mean, I'm gonna ride with Wilder. Respect AJ, but I gotta say that was just like I don't ride with Thurman, but you gotta admit that Thurman versus Porter fight, that was a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? That was the best fight of 2016. So
Man, hey, look, guys, I gotta bounce. I gotta bounce, man. But I'm gonna get back on tonight, man. Sporting Icons, you should be awake. Yo, we gotta do this again. We gotta get you back on the show, bro. So,
of course,
logistics, I gotta get you back on again. I'll probably live stream a few more times this week. But I'm sorry, I gotta cut it short. I was on for like an hour before y'all got on, man. I'm just,
damn.
oh man, I gotta handle some shit real quick.
Appreciate you having me, and I'm serious about what I said. If Rigo, because I'm about to put, don't tell nobody, but I'm about to put like 500 on Rigo.
500 on Rigo?
Yes, if he wins, yes, best believe, hold me to that. I'm sending you $100 super chat. I'll keep my word on that.
Hey, let's hope for a Rigo win, shall we? All right.
Let's definitely hope a Rigo win.
Any last words, gentlemen, before we cut it short?
Just thanks very much for having me on, Hitman, and we'll definitely do this. We'll arrange a time for everybody to make a space in their diary and come check us out. So everybody click the thumbs up and subscribe to Hitman Boxing.
Thank you, sir. Logistics. Again, I appreciate you, my brother, for the super chat. We will have you on the show again, no doubt. Any last words?
I just appreciate you allowing me to come on, and like I said, I'm not gonna be doing a big thing on boxing as far as having a channel or nothing, but I might drop a video here and there just on kind of bouncing piggybacking off of you guys, just because I like you guys' content. You, Sporting Icons, KIWI, Mr. Boxer today, he was in the building. I don't know if you watch Black Fight Fan TV. That's another guy that I enjoy. That y'all actually know what you're talking about, and you do a good job, because I tell you, I don't know how many people appreciate you, but I totally appreciate y'all, because I look forward to seeing y'all videos each and every day while I'm out here on the highway.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
I'm humble, man. I appreciate that. And I'm glad it's like that, man. I know a lot of people count on videos from me and Icons, Mr. Boxing today. We all have different styles, man, but we all provide good content, I would say. KIWI as well, of course. I love KIWI because he's so objective. But we're gonna call it a night. Hitman Boxing. Subscribe to Sporting Icons. Subscribe to Logistics. He got some good content, I'm gonna go ahead and follow him myself. Shout out to Mr. Boxing today for dropping by. Shout out to KIWI Box. Subscribe to all them channels. Hitman Boxing. Please say the boxing. I'm out.